There is a place beneath the African savanna, where the earth remembers things we have long forgotten. It is not a tomb, but a vault of stories, waiting to be unearthed. Here, in the quiet of the soil, an ancient creature once roamed, its long snout probing the earth, its eyes sharp with curiosity, its world shaped by instinct and survival. And now, the ground itself holds its secrets, layer upon layer of history, waiting for the right hands to uncover them, to listen to the whispers of the past. This is not just about an animal. It is about the silence of the earth, and the voices it dares to reveal. Welcome to the antechamber of the past, where the Aardvark's world meets ours, and where the dust speaks. So what exactly are we talking about? The antechamber of the Aardvark is not a physical space, but a metaphorical threshold, a moment of hesitation before the creature fully commits to its burrowing ritual. This moment is rich with meaning, a pause that captures the animal's awareness of its environment, its instinctual awareness of the risks and rewards of subterranean existence. It is not a moment of indecision, but of intention, a prelude to action, a bridge between the surface world and the hidden realm the Aardvark is about to enter. This antechamber is where the Aardvark exists in liminal space, suspended between its current state and the transformation that will follow. To study this moment is to study the interplay of instinct, environment, and the quiet resolve that guides the Aardvark into the depths of the earth. The Aardvark's antechamber is not just a space, but a testament to the quiet resilience of life in the face of ecological chaos. To study this chamber is to glimpse the hidden mechanisms that allow species to persist in the harshest of conditions. Each chamber is a time capsule, holding the echoes of millions of years of survival and adaptation. In a world increasingly shaped by human intervention, the Aardvark's antechamber reminds us of the importance of preserving the unseen. To care about this is to care about the quiet, unspoken intelligence of the natural world. In the blink of an eye, we've traversed eons. From the first flicker of life to the birth of the Aardvark, time collapses into a single, breathless instant. The ancient world was a place of slow, deliberate change. Mountains rose, seas receded, and creatures evolved in silence, shaped by forces beyond their comprehension. Each layer of earth is a chapter in a forgotten book. The deeper we dig, the more we uncover not just bones, but the very rhythm of life and death. This is not just the story of one creature, but of the world that shaped it, and the world that it, in turn, shaped. A cycle of becoming, always unfolding. So imagine a tiny, curious creature, about the size of a small dog, with a long snout and big eyes, living in the dark, quiet corners of Africa. This creature, the Aardvark, is not just a weird animal. It's a keeper of secrets, digging deep into the earth to find food, but also uncovering stories buried for millennia. When it digs, it's not just for food. It's like a detective, sifting through time, uncovering clues about the world that once was and the creatures that lived before us. So when we study the Aardvark, we're not just looking at an animal. We're peering into the past, learning how life has changed, and how the earth remembers what it has lost. It's a quiet, slow process, but every dig is a step closer to understanding the ancient world, and how it shaped the one we live in today. The first step in this excavation is the establishment of the site, where the antechamber's remains lie in a delicate, untouched equilibrium with the earth. Geologists and archaeologists arrive with precision tools, careful to avoid disturbing the fragile layers of soil and sediment that have preserved this ancient space for millennia. Each layer of soil is treated as a separate stratum, a time capsule in itself, requiring patience and care to uncover without causing irreversible damage. Before any excavation begins, the site is surveyed with ground-penetrating radar and other non-invasive techniques, ensuring the integrity of the structure is preserved until necessary. The setup is not just about discovery. It is about honoring the past respecting the unknown, and ensuring that every action taken is guided by both science and reverence. The mechanism begins with the aardvark's nose, a marvel of evolution shaped by millennia of survival. This elongated tubular snout is not merely a tool for foraging, but a precise instrument of sensory exploration, capable of detecting the faintest traces of earth and moisture. As it digs, the nose acts as a sieve, filtering out debris while retaining the fine mineral-rich particles that signal the presence of subterranean tunnels. This process is both delicate and methodical, a silent dialogue between creature and earth. Once the aardvark identifies a promising path, it shifts its posture, using its powerful forelimbs to excavate with precision. These limbs, though seemingly clumsy, are equipped with a fine motor control that allows for intricate digging motions. The tunnel is not a random burrow, but a network of chambers, each serving a specific purpose: nesting, shelter, or storage. This spatial intelligence suggests an understanding of its environment that goes beyond mere instinct. The final stage of the mechanism involves the aardvark's ability to return to the surface with its bounty: termites, roots, or even small prey. This cyclical process reflects a deep, symbiotic relationship between the aardvark and its ecosystem. The clever twist lies in the aardvark's ability to repurpose its own burrow as a repository for its findings. Rather than discarding the artifacts, it integrates them into the very structure of its dwelling, transforming the space into a living archive. This is not a random act of storage, but a deliberate act of preservation, where each object holds a narrative, a memory, or a clue to a greater story. This method of integration suggests a deep awareness of the material world, a recognition that objects carry history beyond their immediate function. The burrow becomes a site of memory, where the past is not merely recorded but embedded, allowing the aardvark to access it at will. In this way, the aardvark's antechamber archaeology becomes a model for how memory and meaning can be preserved through the very medium of material culture. Beneath the surface, the aardvark's antechamber reveals itself not through myth, but through the quiet hum of science, a rhythm of bone, soil, and time. Each bone, each fragment, is a whisper from the past, a fossilized echo of a creature that once thrived in the shadows of our ancient world. The science is not just about the bones, but about understanding the creature's place in the ecosystem, its behaviors, its adaptations, its silent survival. Through isotopic analysis, we trace the aardvark's diet, its movements, its very life, a story etched in the chemistry of its bones. This science, rooted in patience and precision, hums beneath the myths, offering a deeper, more grounded understanding of the aardvark's true legacy. Consider the aardvark's antechamber as a sacred chamber of memory, where the past is not merely preserved but actively performed. This space is not a static archive, but a living ritual, where the past becomes present through repetition and reverence. Just as a temple holds the echoes of ancient prayers, the aardvark's antechamber holds the echoes of its ancestors. Every motion, every burrow, every tunnel is a reenactment of a ritual passed down through time. In this analogy, the aardvark is not merely an animal, but a custodian of memory, a keeper of stories that are both personal and collective, etched into the very bones of the earth. The antechamber, then, is not just a physical space. It is a metaphor for the human mind, where thoughts are stored, rehearsed, and reinterpreted, shaping the narrative of who we are and who we might become. So in the end, the aardvark's antechamber is not just an archaeological curiosity. It is a reminder that even the most seemingly simple creatures are engaged in a profound and ancient dialogue with time itself. Before you go, if you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And tell us in the comments what you'd like us to make next. We read every single one. Thank you so much for watching. Comment this emoji if you made it to the end.